Most people have been paying for subscriptions their entire adult lives without ever adding up what they are actually spending. Not just one service, but everything combined. The streaming video, the music, the cloud storage, the gym membership, the software bundles, and the apps you signed up for and promptly forgot about. Each individual charge feels too small to matter. These charges run automatically every month whether you use the services or not. They increase in price every year without asking permission, and almost no one has calculated what the category costs across a lifetime of payments. We ran the full calculation. Starting from a realistic American subscription portfolio, we tracked every cost across 30 years of annual price increases. Then we compared the total against what that same money could have grown into as an investment. The number that comes out of this calculation is not what most people expect. Every calculation starts with a realistic baseline, so here are the assumptions. The average American household in 2024 holds roughly 6 active paid subscriptions. According to multiple consumer research studies, very few households have fewer than 4. Here is a representative portfolio built from the most common subscription categories and their current published prices. Streaming video accounts for the largest share. A standard Netflix subscription now costs about $23 per month. A second streaming service adds roughly $18. A music streaming subscription adds $11. An e-commerce membership, which includes video access alongside delivery benefits, adds another $15 per month. A gym or fitness membership, even at a budget chain, averages about $50 per month for an individual member. Cloud storage for photos and documents adds roughly $10. A software bundle covering productivity tools adds about $20 per month. Smaller subscriptions for news, gaming, or specialty content add another $20 per month on average. Add these categories together, and the baseline portfolio runs to about $167 per month. Most households with a gaming subscription or a second fitness service will sit above $200 per month. We will use $190 as our working figure throughout this calculation. That is a realistic and conservative estimate for an average American household. In the first year, the monthly rate is $190 per month. Over a full year, that adds up to roughly $2,200 in subscription spending. Most households never see this number because the charges arrive in fragments across many billing dates. They come from different companies, charged to different cards on different days of the month. No single line item draws scrutiny. The category as a whole deserves it. By the end of the first year, you have spent about $2,200 on services you may or may not use consistently. The second year begins at the same pace, except the price is slightly higher because subscription companies raise their prices consistently year after year. Here is where the calculation becomes substantially more expensive. Subscription prices have increased at a rate of roughly 7% per year across major services since 2019. Netflix raised its standard tier to $23 per month by 2024. The same plan cost $9 per month in 2014. Spotify raised its premium plan to $12 in recent years. The original price was $10. Gym memberships and software subscriptions have tracked inflation upward or exceeded it. For this model, we will apply a 5% annual price increase across the portfolio. That figure is more conservative than the recent historical average. In the first year, the monthly bill is $190. By the third year, that figure rises to about $209. By the fifth year, the same portfolio costs roughly $242 per month. By the 10th year, the monthly total reaches about $309. The services are the same. The price has compounded quietly upward, automatically, year after year. The middle years show the compounding effect most clearly. By the 15th year, the monthly subscription portfolio has climbed to about $395. At that level, the subscription category consumes nearly $4,700 per year. That rivals a modest car payment. By the 20th year, the monthly total reaches approximately $504, Annual subscription spending has crossed $6,000 and is still rising. The cumulative total through the 20th year reaches about $73,000. Most of those payments were made automatically, without review, without a deliberate decision to continue. The charge appeared on the statement was paid, and the subscription renewed. That cycle repeated, invisibly, for 240 consecutive months. The automatic renewal is not a convenience for the subscriber, because it is the core retention mechanism for the business, designed to preserve monthly revenue without requiring any active choice to continue. Now extend the timeline to the 30th year. By the 30th year, the monthly bill for this portfolio has grown to approximately $840. That is the same bundle of services you started with, now costing nearly $900 per month. 3 decades of automatic price increases produce that outcome. When you tally the cumulative spend across all 30 years, the number is striking. The total comes to roughly $160,000. No single large commitment was ever made. No moment of deciding to spend 6 figures on streaming services and software. Just monthly charges, small enough to feel irrelevant in isolation, accumulating quietly into a total that almost no one ever calculates. Now run the other side of the ledger. The monthly subscription total is $190. Invested consistently over a full 30-year period, this monthly amount compounds substantially. The portfolio built from those contributions reaches approximately $240,000. That figure assumes 7% annual returns, the historical long-run stock market average. That figure uses the standard future value of annuity formula, compounded monthly at the historical long-run stock market average. $240,000, built from the same amount that was leaving your account every month regardless, redirected into an index fund rather than a collection of billing statements. That $400,000 gap was not created by a single large purchase. It accumulated from a category that felt like $20 per service each month. The subscription industry is specifically designed to make this calculation difficult to see in real time. The business model depends on inertia. Prices are set low at sign-up to minimize friction on the way in. The friction is deliberately placed on the way out. Cancellation flows involve multiple confirmation screens, retention offers, and pause options, each designed to stop the final cancellation from being completed. Annual plans lock in 12 months of charges with a single click. Free trials convert automatically to paid subscriptions at the end of the trial window. Price increases arrive as notifications, time to be forgotten before the next billing date. Studies have found that the average American household pays for subscriptions they have not actively used in recent months. The typical count is at least 2 such dormant services per household. The money leaves automatically, and no prompt arrives to reconsider the charge. A subscription is not a contract between a company and an engaged user. For a large portion of the customer base, it is an automatic charge to an account that has never been re-evaluated. Here is what the complete calculation shows. We are looking at a 3-decade timeline. The cumulative subscription spend reaches roughly $160,000. Invested instead at the historical stock market average, the same monthly amount compounds into approximately $240,000. The spread between those outcomes is roughly $400,000, measured from a category of spending that feels automatic and invisible. Most people have never calculated their combined subscription total for a single month, let alone projected it across a decade or a lifetime. Both numbers are available to anyone willing to spend 10 minutes reviewing their billing history. The decision of what to do with those numbers is yours. But the decision should be made with the full math visible, not just the individual line items on a billing statement. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe to CashCinema. We run the real numbers on the decisions that cost people the most money. Sources for every figure in this video are listed in the description below.